In the year 2007, a disturbing and mysterious wave of terror swept across unsuspecting families, leaving them paralyzed with fear. This chilling saga, later dubbed the Phone Stalker, unfolded as an unsettling series of cell phone calls that bore the mark of a menace with an eerily intimate knowledge of the victims' lives. The story began when families across the United States found themselves on the receiving end of a wave of horrifying and hyper-specific death threats. The callers possessed an unsettling level of knowledge about the victims, knowing exactly what they were doing, what they were wearing, and even details about their daily routines. This level of specificity left the families not just frightened but deeply unnerved, questioning how someone could have such intimate knowledge of their private lives. ABC News took notice of this disturbing trend and, in an effort to shed light on the situation, began documenting and investigating the cases. The journalists delved into the lives of the victims, seeking to understand the common threads that might connect these targeted families and uncover the motives behind the threats. One family, in particular, became a focal point of the investigation. The Smiths, a suburban family in Middle America, were subjected to a barrage of unnerving phone calls that seemed to defy explanation. The calls came at all hours of the day, with the anonymous stalker describing in vivid detail the family members' activities and appearances. The tone of the threats was menacing, suggesting a malevolent force that reveled in the psychological torment of its victims. The Smiths, like others caught in the web of the phone stalker, were gripped by fear. They implemented security measures, changed their routines, and sought the assistance of law enforcement. However, the anonymous caller seemed to stay one step ahead, adapting to the increased security measures and finding new ways to infiltrate the privacy of the unsuspecting families. As ABC News continued its investigation, the story gained national attention. The public was captivated by the sheer audacity and malevolence of the phone stalker. The question on everyone's mind was, how did this shadowy figure obtain such detailed and personal information about the victims? Speculations and theories began to emerge. Some believed that the phone stalker was an insider, someone with access to private information through illicit means. Others speculated that the victims might have inadvertently exposed details of their lives online, making them vulnerable to a determined cyberstalker. The notion of a technological breach fueled concerns about digital privacy and the potential for malicious exploitation of personal information. As the story gained traction, the calls continued, and the situation escalated. Families lived in perpetual fear, unsure of when the next call would come and what dark revelations the phone stalker would share. The Smiths, like others affected, found themselves in a relentless battle to reclaim their sense of security and protect their loved ones from an unseen adversary. Law enforcement agencies across the country collaborated to track down the perpetrator, utilizing forensic technology and investigative techniques to trace the origin of the calls. The challenge, however, lay in the elusive nature of the phone stalker, who seemed adept at covering their tracks and maintaining anonymity. In an unexpected turn of events, the calls suddenly ceased. The families, who had endured weeks or even months of torment, were left in a state of uncertainty. The abrupt end to the phone stalker's reign of terror only deepened the mystery surrounding their identity and motives. To this day, the true identity of the phone stalker remains unknown. The case, while dormant, serves as a haunting reminder of the vulnerabilities inherent in our interconnected world. The chilling saga of the phone stalker highlighted the fine line between the convenience of technology and the potential for malevolent exploitation, leaving an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of those who followed the story. The unnerving reality of a faceless, voiceless tormentor with intimate knowledge of one's private life remains a cautionary tale about the importance of safeguarding personal information in an age of ever-advancing technology.